Alright. Alpha Starties here, back with Supreme Commander 2. This is a personal favorite of mine. I am playing them in order, partly because I like doing things in order to the point that I even did the tutorial. Partly because, as you see, the Illuminate and Cyber campaigns are not on here. That is because I played these way back when they came out, and I don't have any of that save data. So, but I mean, I'm thinking maybe getting some people together for like a skirmish match, you know. It's a really good maps, you know, Mirror Island and stuff. Sentence Clutch. Sinark for the lack of Navy, which I always thought was a bit of a challenge. Trellick Island because it's got Navy, but it's so focused on like land because you're right next to each other that it's almost silly to do Navy. You know, again, things like Van Horn. It's kind of nice because you can maneuver around and attack anyone, but you've got the stuff there, but it's no Navy. I love Navy, personally. I use the Navy. But we're still doing the campaign. Probably after I've done the full campaign, I'll do some multiplayer, or if I get, like I said, a buddy or two together that want to play this cooperatively or against AI or head-to-head or whatever, I'll probably do that. So UEF, we did Strike While Cold here. As a recap, if you haven't watched the last episode, that was the one where we met Commander Gage in the Whittle Straits. Commander Gage is a Cybran leader who is mentally insane. So, Titans of Industry is the fourth mission here. After refusing an order and refusing to stand down with your ACU, you're now public enemy number 1 to the UEF, it's the United Earth Federation. Colonel Rogers, who we have learned is a dick, has targeted New Cathedral. I guess that's where your wife and kids live, it sounded like. So you're taking the most direct route there to defend the colony. Unfortunately, that involves traveling through the ruins of the Bulin Industrial Complex. Now, I don't know what the Bulin Industrial Complex is. Again, don't know if this is because we're jumping on the second one, or if they're just not good at telling us everything, but they say that you have to go through the ruins of the Bulin Industrial Complex. Like I'm supposed to know what the Bulin Industrial Complex is. I don't know. That's always something that just didn't sit right with me personally, you know? I thought that they should really describe everything a little better. You know, maybe have this be a mission from earlier on in the campaign, you know, make the campaign a little longer. Make it so that, you know, you're fighting in this Bulin Industrial Complex as the UEF, or for the UEF, rather. You know, and then come back to it later and be like, oh, look, this is an area that you totally destroyed while you were working for a dick because you were also being a dick. I don't know. I just feel like there could be some greater story there, you know, maybe something a little bit more in-depth, a little bit more character to it.
Encrypted connection established.
Hey, Migraine, you there?
Analog. Good to hear from you, man.
Let's not get all weepy. I'm here to help. I'm holed up in some derelict comm center with a bunch of people who also escaped when Rogers took over.
Okay, so where am I?
You're at the Bulon Industrial Complex, a decommissioned military research facility. Give me a second to get my equipment fully online so I can get you some more info.
I'm being hailed.
Maddox, I have Coleman at your location and in position to intercept. I'm giving you one last chance to surrender your ACU.
You heard the man. I'm taking you in or taking you out. Your call.
This dick
That
again.
doesn't sound like much of a choice. I'll have to pass.
Coleman, terminate Maddox's command with extreme prejudice.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
I
One.
bet you are.
So what's Coleman doing?
He's trying to take control of one of the production platforms and its factory.
Well, if that idiot can do it, so can we. I'm heading down there.
I mean, he doesn't seem very smart.
Get a base up and running while I try to figure out what he's really up to.
Oh boy.
Here's what I've found out so far. This complex has 3
Bossy.
production platforms, each with an outdated experimental factory. They can only produce units with hard-coded move orders and targeting profiles. They're very stupid, but very dangerous.
Keep it in English, Analog. What can you do for me right now?
I can get your factory working, but it'll take some time. Time's something you're quickly running out of. Coleman's got one of the factories pumping out some kind of fat boy experimentals. They're headed your way.
I believe the man's expecting a battle.
It's a lot of guns.
You focus on those fat boys while I work on your factory.
Alright. Let's see what I've got. Radar, sonar. We'll hold off on the radar because the construction factories have
Commander
those.
Maddox, that Neanderthal Rogers failed to sever our encrypted connection, so I have made available to you a number of new advanced technologies.
I don't get it. Why are you helping me?
A strong coalition of allies is better for business.
That's a wonderful outlook.
I'm not running a charity.
New research options are available.
Anti-nukes. Alright, I'm gonna buy some of them because I'm guessing that's gonna be necessary. Oh, I can't afford it yet. I say I had radar here anyway. Ah, crap. Alright, let's head down here. Go ahead and make a research station. I can only afford 3 of those, so I'll do 3 of those, 5 of the other. Let's focus fire on that lead fat boy. Get him taken out.
One fat boy down.
Yep.
So I've
Alright,
almost got it.
second
Keep
one.
on the fat boys.
Looks like they're backing off over there. Yeah. Probably should have started firing on this sucker before
Move
he
your
got
units
this
into
close.
position on the platform at Bravo. Clear the area of all enemies, and I'll start the activation sequence.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I assume they're talking about over here or something. Well, we're just gonna set up here because I don't think that we're quite ready to go ahead yet with what we were doing. So, we got. What can we make out of here? So anti-air, missile launcher, your standard tank. I guess when I get my my land gantry here operational, then I'll probably work. Why aren't you finishing that? Finish that. When I get my land gantry finished, I'll probably then decide to I'll probably then start pumping out ground units like crazy to start like an escort process, you know. Go out here, build me some mass. Actually, let's just put the rendezvous point here, and then I'll dispatch as needed. Yeah, because they're getting a little uppity, and I don't like the fact they're getting uppity. I don't think that they don't know who they're messing with. Let's not neglect my research like I have been
I'm
here.
picking up incoming fat boys from a
Mo
position
money,
in the
mo
northwest.
problems,
We'll
you
call it
feel me?
Charlie.
You got any good news?
Little time, some energy,
How about
some
the
mass.
experimental factory at your base is online?
That is some
Fat
good
boys will
news.
search and destroy all the way to Coleman's base.
That'll do.
Alright. So, sounds like we're ready. Now let's get another one of these land when it's operational. Well, it looks like we lost one of them. So let's build this new engineer because I'm bad and lost my first one already. Let's have this engineer. Didn't select him. Alright. Let's him go out here and create a new mass extractor out there.
Your first fat boy has been unleashed.
You sure
Looks
it's
like
on our
we've
side?
Trust me. You got another fat boy coming down from Charlie position. Get control of that factory before it's too late.
I'm on it.
Commander Maddox, consider research that improves the effectiveness of your air units.
Listen, lady. I don't need you telling me how to do my job.
All right, connecting. The experimental
Sorry, that'd be
factory in your
annoying.
base is online. It's now sending fat boys to Coleman's base and firing on his units.
That should brighten his day.
Cool.
Bravo has sent a fat boy to Coleman.
I hope he likes my housewarming gift.
So they show up as those little dark, splotchy things. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's a Fat Boy experiment. Right there. Yeah, it says it even there, Fat Boy 2. Looks like there aren't going to be any coming from this side.
Son, it's over. There's no way you can win here.
Well, maybe there's a way to lose more slowly.
You need to support those fat boys.
At this point, we're just going to send all forces over here because these guys are going to push in pretty
One of your
strongly.
fat boys has been destroyed.
Forces been destroyed. I didn't support
guys
it.
like you for lunch.
Well, that explains the foot in your mouth.
A second fat boy has been deployed.
Whip beyond measure, my boy. Whip beyond measure. Yep, so we're just gonna repeat build. This is how I fight. I just trickle guys in.
Well, I got more where that came from.
Good, I hope you do, Coleman. You're gonna need them. Let's send in of these on a repeat build. And let's build another land factory. Here. See, his fat boys have to have more health. I've been bombing the crap out of them.
Nuke, we've had our issues in the past, but Rogers has overstepped his authority.
Soldiers trained not to question orders.
I guess I missed that day at school.
You think those fat boys are gonna stop me?
Yes. Yes I do. Again, we're just gonna take some bombers, run them out there. The point to them obviously is not actually to win, because I don't expect them to be able to beat them. I expect them just to distract him long enough for my actual forces to get through. In this case, the Fat Boys. You know, in a multiplayer match, usually it's whoever I'm teamed up with, because I like to do cooperative play. I'll just team up with someone, and then I'll just trickle all my guys in. And, Alright, well their wasps are actually doing quite a number on me.
Those fat boys are weak, like you.
Yeah. So that's the one that's sending them on repeat. I think I'm gonna queue up like 10 of these. Can I afford 10? I can afford 10 because they're dirt cheap. Yeah, I'm just gonna queue up 10 of these. And I'm just gonna like sit over here. And then when all 10 are built, I'm just going to send them off over here to push that right hand side. Yeah, I'll get that 10 cash over time because it looks like my rockheads are deciding to go that way. And my meteors are too. That's actually not a bad path. Again, kind of sucks because I don't have those wasps in the air. Looks like my bombers are just going straight through, you know? Are they even letting anything off? Nope. Bombers aren't even letting anything off. So, I'm probably gonna cut their production actually.
Why would you want to die for the Illuminate?
I'd rather not die at all.
Oh, I can build more.
Yeah, that's another thing. It just pauses the build when you run out of funds, but it doesn't unpause it, and that's kind of something that irritates me a bit, you know. Is that it never unpauses. Yeah, we're just gonna have to send these guys up here. I really can't afford to just waste troops right now. So, I mean, it kind of sucks because I feel like I'm wasting these guys sending them in, you know, understaffed without backup and stuff. But it's just one of those things you gotta do sometimes. I hate to say it like that, but they see they got those gunships roaming around. That's why I don't want to send the wasps over, because the wasps are shooting at the gunships. Like, my wasps are shooting their gunships, and their wasps are just getting free reign on it. There we go, engage him. I wish you could give targeting priorities, you know what I mean? Like, tell my wasps, like, hey, target their anti-fighter support instead of their anti-ground support first. You know, there's like a priority or queue, you know what I mean, so to speak. Yeah, they're just getting picked apart out there. What I might start doing too is trickling in. I built 3 of these for a reason. I think that's gonna be easier to just repeat build these suckers here.
He's bluffing. You can hear the fear in his voice.
I can hear the fear in his voice, Dax. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it, buddy. Alright. Structures queue, maxed. Tech tree, rather, not a queue. Wrong words. Much tighter. Yeah, so... Ooh, my ACU already has some stuff built into them. I'm not going to waste my time with Navy. I guess I'll go with ground. Get that demolisher artillery, huh? This way we've got tanks, missile launchers, and anti-air. The anti-air is going with them, right? It's going to pathfind the same as them and not be stupid and go its own way. Yes, it is. That's actually perfect, is that I've got my tank, my anti-air leading the front, and the missile launcher in the back, so whatever they don't immediately engage just gets kind of picked off. So we're just gonna sit and wait, because unfortunately, my wasps aren't doing jack. I think I might actually send a couple more over, 5 and 5, just so that there's some backup there. You know, I'm sure the Arcanists can handle their own. You know, I just don't want them to have to. So I'll take both of them, and I'll put them like here or something. Baby, look at those gunships. Wish I had a nuke right now. Well, I would not waste a nuke on those. Real talk. Not waste a nuke on gunships. Yeah, but no, I mean, as soon as those other 2 fighters come off the line, there they are. I'm just going to, send this guy over here. Yep. Kind of unfortunate, but it's the way that goes. Those wasps are going to get torn apart. That's a necessity. Weapon range, that's nice. That's nice stuff. That way I can shoot them sooner. Looks like we actually took out their wasps. So now mine are getting a free reign on their gunships. That's nice. And that wasp moves in to make sure no one else comes in. Beautiful. Alright. Now, I think... Or wear broadswords. Yeah, I'm gonna just... No, I'm gonna go for the Demolishers. If for no other reason than because the, even with the broadswords, we saw it kind of bankrupted my economy to be building Eagle Eyes and Wasps so quickly. But kind of supplanted that by getting a couple more, mass things. Got some of them out there. Why don't I just build? Ten more of these. Yeah, look at that. We're having very little problem. Again, kind of the same issue as before. They've got so many gunships that my wasps can't kill their gunships before their wasps pick my wasp off. So that's kind of the problem that I'm facing here. And effectively, nothing that I'm pushing through is getting there. So I think what I'm going to do instead of doing this is, it's actually a fat boy over there. I've never got gunships down here. Like, the gunships are, like, just outside of my base, picking my guys off before I can even get them there. That's a frustrating concept, though, that I'm effectively helpless, but... Guess I'll put up a shield generator. Yeah, I could use some nuke, or counter nukes. Just because I don't know what this guy's gonna be doing. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna take my engineer here, and there really aren't any other mass extractor zones. Yeah, there's one there. Right. These. Other than that, though, I don't see any mass extractors beyond the base. There might be some up here where I can't see, but I doubt that. Yeah, and then the two there. Up by the Fat Boy. Looks like they're all pre-marked, because I know I haven't seen that far up. None of their gunships are really coming that far down. I don't... Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make targeting this sucker a priority, because I feel like once I get that, gold. And this is where I'm gonna want the gunships. Because gunships are too OP, and they'll tear right through that sucker. So let's go with another air factory. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I think I've got enough income coming in, and especially with more mass extraction premium. Yeah, I gotta build that one. I think I'm good. Yeah. Turn and run, sucker. Turn around again? He doesn't know what he wants to do. Yeah, that's right. So that's how we do. Build costs down. And that is how. Alright. Now that the build cost is reduced, I feel a little better about putting these guys back on the stack and just saying, like, you know, go at it, go ham, guys. Build to your heart's contenture, and you know, it's nice stuff. This is good stuff. Here comes the real stuff, guys. Yeah. What's up now, suckers? You know what I need? There wasn't anything in Shark. I was gonna say, I need long-range artillery. That's also how I fight. I trickle and stuff, and I build up this big, huge artillery base with, like, counter nukes everywhere, and then I let my ally, like, put stuff in my base so that the enemy can't nuke them, and let them focus on the war front. So I'm like, you know, the turtle. I poke at my enemy and stuff. Definitely going with the health increase. I can give these guys shield. I can give them shields in this. That's what I'm gonna do. That's worth it to hold off on the. Excuse me. It's worth it to hold off on the ground troop health to give the air health and shields. In my opinion, since I'm playing this shit, yeah, it's the only one that matters. Alright, where did this sucker go? Died, didn't he? It's that one meteor out there. Oh, I don't know what that number is. That's weird. Alright, well. At this point, I'm,
Charlie is under your control.
Yeah!
These bad boys will head directly at Coleman.
See, that's why I figured if I just push up there, I get that second Fat Boy coming out on this approach. It's gonna be beautiful, guys. So beautiful. Although, where the other one would go there. Alright. Alright, so we're going to send all of our forces to this location, just our side of the bridge here.
Charlie has deployed a friendly fat boy that's headed directly at Coleman's base.
Yep.
Let's
Alright,
shut
I
that
don't need
thing
to worry
down
about
his throat.
regeneration, because they're all going to die
Your
too
shield
quickly.
will
for that,
provide
really.
additional defense for your air units.
I don't really need any of that crap right now. I mean, it's all good to have, I guess. Starlifter. I use the Starlifter as like a bullet sponge, basically. Definitely worried more about the health right here, and then yeah, health and damage increases. That's what I'm going to be focusing on. I'm kind of hoping to do what happened earlier here. It looks like this is mostly gunships, so that's going to be kind of nice for me. Yeah. Yeah, pick them apart. That wasp is dead. Looks like most of their stuff here is gunships, and that's kind of good for me. Because it's going to do... And you know, the Eagle Eyes being on my side is also going to help me, because they're going to do what their gunships are doing for them. And my guys have more health, have shields. That's all tech that their troops don't have. So my Waspers are going to be picking them apart, and I'm going to kill them a lot quicker than they're going to kill me. Oh, it does look like... Shield generator here. I feel like I'm going a little too into the shield generator stuff. Looks like I lost my engineer while he was in transit, and that kind of sucks. Not to be unexpected, though. Oh, wow, look at all that, huh? That's a frickin' lot of guys. Huh? What's going on there? I'm gonna build another land factory. Soon enough, I'll have my demolisher artillery. I'm gonna want to field that ASAP. So literally, as soon as the demolishers are done, or as soon as the demolishers are researched, I'm gonna want to. Yeah, I did the health. I'm gonna go for demolishers next, just so I have an extra bit of damage and range and stuff. Again, I'm not even sure if that's gonna be helpful, but at the very least, it'll be another body for the enemy to have to pick off and fight and attack. So build time reduction is gonna be critical for them because I'm just gonna outproduce them. Actually, I might take that now. Decisions. I think I'm gonna do the build time though, because real talk, that's that's gonna help me outproduce my enemy. Ooh, you know what? I don't even need to. Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna outproduce my enemy. That's kind of what I'm going for here. That's fine. So what I'm gonna do here, actually, where's that dirtbag's ACU?
Someone needs to put you down, dog.
Yo, dog, don't say that kind of stuff to me. It hurts my feelings, you old skillet.
Do you think those fat boys can stop me?
Honestly,
No.
yeah, kinda do.
I think that my massive swarm of fighter, bomber, and gunships are gonna kill you. Clearly not the case. Go. Ooh, they have fortified artillery. That's cheap. I don't have fortified artillery. Ah, yes, build times, because that's what I need. And then my demolisher artillery. See, I know what I'm doing, ish. Now, what the fuck these guys are doing, I do not know. I don't know why they're bottling up like that. They don't seem to be taking commands very well. So, we're gonna see though. Yes, and then I was gonna take this. Demolishers! And then, yeah, I'm just gonna outproduce my enemy. This fat boy's so stupid, it can't go around my commander. Alright, well that happened. And I'm gonna build another air factory, because I intend to get those star lifters up. And again, may not be the most combat operative fuckers. They're not half bad. Any living engineers at this point? No. What is that, huh? You guys are going to go kill this tech cache. They got rid of the one over here. Again, their air forces are kind of bottling up on this right. Excuse me, on this right flank, and I'm actually kind of okay with that because the more of them that are over here harassing my little line of troops there, is the less that are really bothering me over here, where the real fight is going on, you know. So, kind of all right by me. Again, these guys, not even sweating them. They're just over here harassing my guys, pretending that they're useful, but they're not. You all know it. And,
I've had enough of this!
Nuke, for once in your life, use your brain. Rogers is wrong.
Strategic launch detected.
He's the only one making sense.
Okay, so asking you to use your brain was a mistake.
Alright.
I'm bringing the hurt down on you.
Oh, tell me he's gonna be there.
Fall back, fall back. Get ready to defend your ACU.
Yay! Yeah, it's that energy that's really doing me in here. Yeah, I'm really not that concerned here. I mean, it looks like his tanks are all getting picked off before they're even really an issue. See, I take away my anti-air. What does it do? Freaking anti-air. There to kill. Rip. Sucks for him, I guess. I don't really feel that bad because he was a jerk. I mean, I guess he doesn't deserve to die, but he kind of does, because...
Coleman was a patriot. He was one of the millions who were willing to put their lives on the line to fight people like you. Do you plan on taking them all on?
Yes.
Only ones that attack New Cathedral.
That won't be the first colony we've attacked, and it won't be the last.
Analog, get me an encrypted connection. Need to talk to my wife. In case it matters, she's Illuminate.
Hey man, I always knew. I'm on it.
Encrypted connection established.
Dom, what's happening?
Everything's going to be okay. Do exactly as I say. I need you to take George and get as far away from New Cathedral as you can. Can you do that for me?
Yes, I can do that. Wait, someone's here.
No.
Encrypted connection lost.
Annika? Annika! I need to get to New Cathedral. What's the name of that base outside the city?
Fort Burke.
Contact someone there and tell them what's coming.
This,
Operation completed.
this woman, his wife, is not very smart. Like, my significant other who's in the military said, like, hey, grab the kid and go. I ain't answering the door for anyone. Someone comes to the door, first off, they're lucky they don't get shot. Second off, I'm bailing out the back. Alright? I ain't answering the door. I ain't going and being like, oh, well, there's this really big important emergency that's too busy for him to, it's too important for him to tell me, but, yeah, I guess I'll just head over there and answer the door instead of listening to him. Stupid. Anyway, so he tells his wife to evacuate. She does not listen because she's stupid, as we've already discussed. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to make of this. I mean, I'm kind of glad that the jerk face there died because he was not a nice person. Like, if he was at least like had any redeeming qualities, actually, if he had any redeeming qualities, I might feel bad for him, but I don't, because he was an asshole from the moment we met him. And then Rogers is a prick, and he's like, oh, he was a patriot. No, he was stupid and being brainwashed by you. And you're gonna die. I feel like by the end of this, we're probably gonna kill Rogers. That's what I'd do. If it was me and in our protagonist's shoes, I'd make sure to go out of my way to kill him. He wouldn't make it out alive. You know what I'm saying? Overall, I mean, you know, they're calling the people that his wife is terrorists. I don't know if like they're actually terrorists, like, you know, kind of like a There's actually a couple ways you can interpret this, like, because I was gonna say you can look at it like, you know, think Muslim people, right? A lot of assholes say that Muslims are terrorists just because some terrorists say they're Muslim and all that stuff, you know. So then the whole group just kind of gets bunched together. That might be what's going on with this Illuminate thing, is that they might just, some of them might have been real big asshole terrorists, and then some of them, like this guy's wife, might just be really innocent people who had nothing to do with those terrorists. But then, it might be kind of like, you know, like the Crusades and stuff like that, where like they say that they're like bad people, and it's just propaganda, or like, you know, like Nazi Germany, how like Hitler was like, oh, yep, all the Jews are bad people. None of the Jews are good. Let's kill them all. It could be kind of one of those situations where they're actually not good people at all in the propaganda speech, but they're actually like decent people, and there's no reason to kill them all. We'll see. We'll see how this story continues on. The fact that she's Illuminate and labeled a terrorist means that was probably like the military knocking on her door. Maybe it was her Illuminate people like evacuating her if they caught wind, if she is like a terrorist, if like they caught wind of like, you know, the military coming down on them or something, and they're like there to evacuate her or something. That could be, that'd be an interesting twist, because they're clearly painting her as like a decent human being, you know what I mean? Or Illuminate. I guess they're not human. That's awkward. Maybe it's just a faction of humans. I don't know. You know, but they're clearly painting her like a good innocent person who just like is off raising their kid and all this other stuff, and like, you know, cares about her husband, and they haven't shown a single bad quality about her. But maybe that's like a twist, like, haha, she's a terrorist, and he's like been fighting to like protect her, but she's on the enemy side and she's actually a bad person. I think that would be a pretty interesting twist. I don't think that's where they're going with this, though. It seems like they're painting her as like the good person, and this campaign doesn't look like it has too much depth. I think I could be way off base here. I don't even remember this campaign from the last time I played this game many years ago. But yeah, that'll be interesting. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if he can get to her in time, if he can save her. Maybe they kill her. Maybe she's taken prisoner and he has to go find her. We'll see how all that goes in the next episode.